hustle, okay? But let me explain something right quick. Hold up, y'all. Don't let me knock the hustle, but I'm hearing pages for sale, right? People trying to give up 500 for the page, right? And then, right, the person that sent 200 for the page, it's receipt saying double for the page. Then people falling through saying, "Oh, I want my money back." And somebody else, "Well, you ain't getting your money back." Hey, shit, you talk about buying pages. Shit, I got whole Gmails for sale. Okay, they talking about buying pages. All right, good. I can sell you a whole Gmail full of pages. But in reality, right? What's that gonna do for you? I don't give a damn if that page got 5 million subs or 50. How is that gonna help you build up your shit? Because if I got a channel and an audience already built up, and I sell that page to you, okay? Are you gonna put the same content on the page that I put on there? That's why the page became successful from the shit I was doing. Now, if the shit you was doing was successful, you wouldn't have to buy no goddamn page, right? You wouldn't have to buy no page. You would just go live on your own goddamn page. And how the hell is it y'all are on YouTube and don't know how to work YouTube, but y'all want to buy pages? That don't, you know, why not spend 500 on your own page? Wouldn't that make sense? Okay. Everybody always got a copy off somebody else's paper. You know, it's sad, really. And you buy a page from like let's say the deal went through. You buy a page from Room Shaker, right? Room Shaker does content, uh, you know, her own way, her own style. So who are you? Like what do you you have? I mean, content creators have an obligation to perform. And what's your performance? If Room Shaker's audience want to hear about, you know, whatever the fuck Room Shaker's talking about, Room Shaker could be roasting a motherfucker. Room Shaker built her shit up off of fucking people up. Come on, you know, you feel me? She built her reputation off of you know, dragging motherfuckers. So are you gonna drag a motherfucker? Or are you gonna come up here talking about politics and women empowerment? You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, if you ain't gonna entertain Room Shaker's audience with the same energy, right? That Room Shaker put into it, how the hell did you think that shit was gonna be successful? You know, there's a channel where I roast and drag and talk shit about people. Come on, Gino. And the motherfucker that want the channel from me is about to entertain y'all with politics. Okay? And how the hell y'all think $500 was enough? Like, really? Shut up. Okay? Niggas think this shit is GTA. Alright? They think this shit is goddamn Grand Theft Auto. Ah, stay there. Alright? Oh, you said what, bro, little man? Oh, wait, hold on, hold on. Oh, him? Yeah, he ain't gonna mess with you. Yeah, 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 yeah. He friendly, little man. Yeah, he friendly. Let me see. Yeah, here, hold up. Yeah, he just peeing right now. Yeah, man, here. Come on. Yeah, he ain't gonna mess with you. He friendly. You can pet him if you want to. He a friendly guy. He ain't gonna bite you. Come on. Come on, man. You gotta have faith, all right? A mean dog would have already been trying to attack you. He ain't trying to attack you. He's a good guy. His name's Snowflake. I swear to God, everything I love, his name is Snowflake. Go ahead, call him. Say Snowflake. Look, he come right to you. Snowflake. He trying? Yeah, he'll pet you, man. You can pet. I told you. He's a good guy. Nah, he a blue nose. He a pit. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Snowflake. He's 10. He done had. Nah, man. But he done had like 70 children. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He had 70 puppies in his lifetime. You said what? Oh, I ain't got that. But yeah, just do the little front side for me. Just the little front side. Don't worry about the side. All right? Yeah, just the little front part, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, hook me up. All right, come on, so. Well, the other one is yeah. The other one was a stray. So this one I had since he was a puppy. Oh no, he's 10. Yeah. Little kid saw Snowflake. He was like, "Yo, this big motherfucker here, man. You sure this big nigga ain't gonna bite me, man?" I said, Nah, little man, you all right. Okay. But like I was saying before, right? 500 ain't gonna get it. Okay. I'm sorry. 500 ain't gonna buy you goddamn fame on this bitch. It ain't it if it was that easy, everybody would have put in their five already. If it was that damn easy. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? Just put in 500. Okay, and boom, nigga, you got AdSense. Hell, you know how fast that money would have came back? You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Everybody and their mama. Hell, I've been on what? 10 years? You said what, nephew? Oh, no, he all right. Nah, he good. They don't come outside until I tell them. Yeah, no, they good. Come on. You know? Just got to work with them. Come on. On in there. Ah, all right. Move. Little man want to make him some money. You know, I just so happen to have some change in my pocket. Normally, I don't even have no change on me, y'all. But I had some change on me today. All right. Rather the little man out there cutting grass than out there doing nothing. But yeah, man, news flash. This shit costs more than $500. Okay? This shit costs more than $500. Guarantee you. Okay? All right, hell, the PC to go live was $1,000, and that was years ago. So prices then went up since then. You know, like people really take this shit as a joke. Like even ZX is live streaming on $1,000 PC. What is $500 gonna do exactly? See, there was really no thought put into this. All right, no thought, in my opinion. Just motherfuckers desperate to get on this bitch and try to have some type of viewership, some type of fame. Okay, like y'all really got to catch up with the times. All right, a lot of y'all living in that realm of we still back 20, 30, 40 goddamn years ago. No, man. It's we got to do better. We got to do better. You feel me? We got to do better. Okay? Motherfuckers need to invest in a plan. All right? Not a channel. Invest in a plan. Okay? And you get with serious people, but you yourself can't be half-assed. See, my thing is this: if I tell you I'm gonna pay you $500, I'm not gonna give you 200 because that's bad business. And let me explain why. When you go to the gas station and you say, "Hey, let me get 20 on four," you don't give the guy $10 and then pump your gas and come back in there to give him the other 10. See, that's some nigga shit. All right? And we don't deal in wooden nickels. Okay? So in fairness, you can't put it all on Room Shaker, right? Because if you say to me, Vic, I'm gonna give you 500, um, and I need you to do A, B, and C, and you come with 200, I'm gonna look at you some type of way. Why did you even send me this in the first place? When the deal was for 5 and now you sending 2, you think 5 gonna move 2? It's not. Okay, it's not. And if somebody else, a troll that don't like you, could just write something, and all of a sudden it's like, well, oh, that troll wrote A, B, C, and D, so I don't want to do it anymore. Then you were fucking around in the first place. You was trolling. You was bullshitting. Because ain't no faceless anybody gonna stop me from making a move, especially if it's actually on some business shit. Again, we go back to the gas station, right? Well, this guy in line said that he didn't like the way my shoes looked, so I'm not going to put gas in my car. Okay? Some of y'all don't need to be on here in the first place because you don't think straight. Business first. Okay? It's too many loopholes in this shit for me. Okay? You know, the whole concept of, hey, I want to buy your YouTube channel so I can have a channel to go live on. See, that's dumb in itself. Now at this point, you become a free pick because the only way you can watch a motherfucker on YouTube is if you have a YouTube channel. So to say that you're gonna buy a YouTube channel and you already got one, yeah, you look like a free pick. You literally look like a free pick out here. You literally look dumb as hell. You're on YouTube, watching YouTube. The only way you can watch YouTube is if you own a fucking channel. But you gonna buy a channel, even though you got one already. Even though you got the ability to make 100 channels, you want a channel that's already made. You want a channel that's already built up. You want a channel. Hell, $500, you could bought the motherfucking channel if that's all you wanted. Hell, you could have took 500 and had motherfucking 10,000 people watching you. Okay? Okay, yeah. Yeah, nobody's thinking anymore. We're just doing weird shit now. But again, I'm not knocking the hustle. Okay? Now people want to say, well, Room Shaker was a scammer and she's a con artist. Okay? I just feel that Room Shaker, all right, saw the opportunity and struck because Room Shaker never said that she was coming on this motherfucker to think for nobody. She Room Shaker's not Ayana, fix my life. You know, she's not a member or an employee of PBS. So you went to Room Shaker, right? And the thing that you said to her, I'm giving you 500 for your channel, and you came with 2. This is Room Shaker now. See, I gotta go back to where it starts. Is this Room Shaker's fault? Because Room Shaker is a troll. You said you're gonna pay a troll 500, and you gave them 2. So you're trolling Room Shaker. because it makes no sense to say I'm going to send you 500 and then send her two, because that right there started the whole domino effect. And like I said, looking at it from that angle, from where it starts, how can I be mad at Room Shaker? And then I think the woman said on ZX panel, um, well, who pays for everything up front? Normal people? Okay, you don't go to Foot Locker to go get some Jordans, and they might be $200, and you think you're gonna get both sneakers for $100. Okay, like I don't know what world people think they live in. You know, like in other things in your life, maybe you could do that. You could pay half your light bill. You know why the light company only needs half of your money? Because energy is free any motherfucking way. So, okay, you'll be paying them until the day you die. So they'll never stop the bag. You could do that with the cable company, right? Because cable is communication. Even though these fiber optics and all this shit, okay, is running for pennies on the dollar, you can make payment arrangements with corporations. We're not corporations on here. We're independent contractors, as Jay Wilson would say. So yeah, when you deal with an independent contractor, you pay them whatever the amount was, and if you offered, I can see if Room Shaker said, "Well, the ticket for this channel is 500," but if you offered 500 and never delivered the 500, then yeah, you can't get mad at Room Shaker because you didn't come through on your half of the bargain. This is a business transaction. Because if you'd have gave her the 500, she'd have gave you the channel. That'd have been the end of that. But you made the offer, then decided to half step. I mean, either you got the 500 to blow or you don't. Because I tell people all the time, if you ain't got the money to blow, why the fuck are you blowing it? Like you really need to think about this shit. Money is continual. That shit, you need money to live. You understand me? Like there is no glass ceiling to the money. Right. So if your lights on and your gas on, your cable on, you know what I'm saying, and you feel like splurging. Splurge with what you can splurge with. Don't fuck around and all of a sudden give your motherfucking rent money, okay, to somebody, and don't get on this bitch trying to flex. See, because a lot of times that's what it be. It be a flex and shit. Oh yeah, I got my little Social Security check coming, or I got this disability check coming, right? And then all of a sudden you had a couple extra bills that you forgot about, but now you didn't promise motherfuckers, oh yeah, man, when I get this money, I'm gonna do A, B, and C. And then when the money comes, you didn't put your foot in your goddamn mouth because now, you gotta pay this, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Now you ain't got the same amount of money that you had before the offer. And dealing with black folks, a lot of black folks ain't gonna take kindly to that. You know, black people say they have a problem with drug dealers, but let it be over some money. It'll turn into a drug deal real quick, and it ain't got to be no drugs on the table. Okay, now let's look at this. This fight is over $200, right? That, in my opinion, should have never been sent out. Why even send the money to room? Say if you didn't have a full five, you should have never sent her that money. Because at that point, who are we trying to impress? Trolls? Why are we doing? What's the purpose? I didn't have a five to send her, so I sent her two. And after you sent her the two, she was supposed to be so excited that she handed the keys to you. But she didn't hand the keys to you. She handed you half of access, because when she said that she was a managing moderator, I laughed because I said, "Yeah, that makes sense. You only gave her 200. She only gave you administrative rights because the number was five. You know, this is why you can't just jump into shit. You can't just come on here thinking you could buy your way to the motherfucking top. Man, listen, whose attention you seeking? Like, whose approval you want? Whoever's approval that you want, you should just give them the money, and you should get their approval. See, anytime I wanted to do something on here, I knew where to go. Okay, and if you dealing with content creators and you working with content creators, the one thing you always got to keep real with is the money. If you said you're gonna pay somebody X amount of dollars, that number has to be hit. There is no exception to that rule. I don't care who the two people are. If I say I'm gonna pay you 25, I'm gonna pay you 25. If I say I'm gonna pay you 60, I'm gonna pay you 60. If I say I'm gonna pay you 100, I'm gonna pay you 100. That is my word. That is how you build relationships on here. To say that, well, you said that you was gonna do this and you did it. Yeah, 2300. Yeah, I saw that, but that's not Tanya. I mean, they look alike, but no, that's not Tanya. Yeah, yeah. I was wondering, you know, that was not AI. That was just another elderly woman. A lot of these old women, okay? Look, you said that's hammer. It's not hammer time, bro. Okay? They don't even sound the same. All right? They don't even sound the same. You gotta remember, Tanya is from Jersey, just like me. But don't let me spoil the fun. If y'all say that's Tanya, go with it. I'm not knocking it. Okay, they're not even the same goddamn skin complexion. But go ahead, run with it. But the camera slip, it's a lot of old folks in the sector. Okay. All right, but look, what time is it, man? 6 and some change. Okay. Oh yeah. As you know, this is a motherfucking work day for me, man. Yeah, I gotta take my black ass to work. All right, this fine Tuesday. As soon as my wife pull up, man. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be like out the door. All right, yeah, yeah. You got. Hey, look, man. Some of these old folks in the sector got money, and I understand. You see something and you say, well, yeah, I could just buy that, and maybe you can in some cases. But watch who the fuck you dealing with, and don't half-ass on a deal. Okay, don't half-ass on a deal. Like if you say you gonna give somebody something, either you got it or you don't. You understand? Like I don't go I don't go to McDonald's and the total is $20 for my food and I say, well, here's 10, let me eat. And then what the fuck is wrong with y'all black folks? Like, seriously, like that shit sounds so dumb. I will never understand that concept of thinking. Okay, never in my life. Like I said, it's corporations. You could do that with the light company, the gas company. You could do that with the water bill. Why the fuck are you doing that with your own people? I'll never understand that shit. Okay, I never understand that shit. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Don't pretend like you got it. You know what I'm saying? Who are you trying to impress? You could think that you got it, and situations change, and you don't got it. I'd rather you come up and be like, yo, man, some situations happen. I don't got it. That's respectable. This happened. That happened. I don't got it. I can't do it. You know how much money I done invested in platforms and, man, in a goddamn 10 plus years period. Like I said, I had bought a whole goddamn blog talk radio slot for a year. I literally cashed out. I didn't have no fucking money. Spent all that goddamn money and then couldn't even do the show. L dot ended up doing way more shows on that motherfucker than I did, and man, you see what I'm saying? Invested money in phone lines and conference calls and, oh my god, like when I think back to that shit, okay, the level of failure, okay, tablets exploding, phones exploding, please, okay, getting on AdSense, and then you get AdSense. What makes you think that AdSense won't kick your dumb ass off? What makes you think that the content that you about to upload don't get motherfucking flagged and redlined and yellow tagged and all of the things that could fuck up your AdSense? Like, if you want AdSense that goddamn bad, what's wrong with you opening up your device and typing in AdSense and putting your own goddamn name on it? I mean, like, is Room Shaker on your light bill too? Is she, like, what the fuck, man? Like, that shit is weird. What up, Heidi? That shit is weird. That is weird as fuck to me. Okay, things that people can do on their own, they want somebody else to do for them. And then you say you're gonna pay the motherfucker that you're gonna do it for him, but then you don't even want to pay him the whole goddamn way. That's why. Look, okay, people can make their own decisions. You see what I'm saying? People can make their own decisions. Okay, people don't like diet, but you know what? I help diet behind the scenes. Okay, ask her. When Diet was like, Vic, I'm trying to stream on this bitch like you. I said, Diet, the first thing you got to be ready to do is spend $1,000. She was like, what you mean? I said, yeah, you got to spend $1,000. You want to stream like me? I said, look, I ain't gonna pull no punches with you. I said, you need $1,000 PC. You need a tower. Because if you want to go live and you want to talk your shit and you don't want no drops or nothing like that when you live. You want that shit to be streaming 100% in HD. And Diet's motherfucking streams was so clear that they was flagging her motherfucking ass every time she came live. Okay? They was flagging Diet every time she came live. But she didn't have no buffer. She didn't have no stream. And let's talk about the $1,000 because she spent the $1,000, but she didn't spend it on me. You see? I told her, I said, boom, this is your starter kit. You need this right here. You need this headphone. You need this camera. Boom, boom, boom. You need blah, blah, blah. You need this type of software. Here, I'm going to sit you down. I'm going to walk you through the software and shit. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to hook this up. We're going to hook that up. But see, I was telling her how to make her own shit. So she didn't need me. You feel me? Because that's how the game really go. I'm not about to be around your ass every time you want to go live. Oh no, look, you gonna set your own shit up. How about that? You gonna go get your own equipment. How about that? Oh, you seen me go to the motherfucking store? You seen me go in the Best Buy? You seen me grabbing these speakers? And you seen me? Oh, it's your turn, motherfucker. What the hell? What the hell? Okay? Now, have people paid me in the past to help them with their channels? Yep. But that help, trust me, you gonna spend more on yourself than you ever would on me. Put it like that. It all depends on what element of the game you at. See, check it out. We all watch Nintendo come into the world. We all watched Nintendo come into the world. And when Nintendo came into the world, you were introduced to Super Mario. Right? Now, in order for you to play Super Mario, what did you need? You needed a TV. You needed the console. You needed that gray motherfucking cartridge. And you needed a controller, right? And you had to plug that motherfucker up. So that's 5 fucking things. 5 things you needed just to play Super Mario. If I remove one of these things, just one, you can't play the game. So think about it like that. That's how this YouTube shit is. Don't tell me you want to borrow my system because I'm not going to give you my system. Don't ask me, can you borrow my cartridge? Oh, because no. You see, because you obviously missing one of the 5. I got all 5. I'm not about to be down one. You going to have to get your 5 pieces. Catch up with me. Then we could talk about how you jump over the mushrooms. Then we could talk about how you go down the little tunnels. Then we could talk about how you climb up the little mountain and jump on a flag and get to the next board and do 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 do. Then we could talk about all that shit. But until you get the 5 pieces, we can't talk about none of this over here. You ain't ready. Okay? It's a bunch of pieces. A bunch of pieces to this game. I'm just letting y'all know it's a public service announcement. $500 is not going to get it. $500 is not going to bring you YouTube success on here. There is nowhere that you can get into the game with 500 goddamn dollars. Like some of y'all are old. I get it. Like $500 was a lot of money in the 60s. Okay? And some of y'all got that mentality. Y'all think it's the 60s. $500. Okay? Do you realize that you couldn't get Kai Cenat's attention with $5,000? You couldn't get IShowSpeed's attention with $10,000. Some of y'all really need to catch up and look at what this game has become now. Okay? $5,000 gets us front row seats on Monday Night Raw. So we don't even get to meet the mother. $5,000, we don't even get to meet the motherfucking wrestlers. We just get to sit in the front row and watch them motherfuckers. Don't tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, what's up, man? They gonna kick your ass out and keep your $5,000. And say, you tapped the wrestler on the shoulder. But you paid $5,000. All right. Look, for $10,000, you can meet Beyonce for like 5 minutes. She still got them packages on sale. Okay? For 5 minutes, Beyonce will walk past your ass in the backstage area and say, hey, and keep it moving. You know what? I laugh at that because I met Beyonce for free. I met Beyonce, what's her name? Kelly Rowland. I met all of them when they was Destiny Child and I was living in Georgia. Okay? So I laugh. When I say it's 10,000 to meet Beyonce, I say to myself, shit, look. Okay? If you'd have been around during the Bills era, shit, she was at the Atrium. She was downtown Atlanta. Okay, her and Kelly. Look, you can met her and Kelly Rowland for free. Look, okay. Went down to Illusions. Okay, Illusions. There go Monica sitting right there. Look at. What's up, Monica? Okay. I met Monica at Illusions. I didn't even know who the fuck she was. But I was intoxicated though. I knew who she was when she got on that motherfucking stage though. I've been sitting next to a 16-year-old Monica. She was 16 back then, and Beyonce was young as hell too. Okay? I said atrium. It was the Omni. I don't know what the fuck they call it now. It was the Omni. What do they call the Omni in Atlanta now? Because I ain't been down there since it was called the Omni. Okay? But yeah, man. Y'all motherfuckers just watch these people, man. Just don't throw out money that you ain't got to throw. That's my take on this situation. And we're gonna wrap this one up because I ain't wanted to really be too much of a long video. I didn't even want to harp on this shit uh too much. You feel me? It's like my in and out type situation before my dumb ass I gotta go in and go to work. You know, another work day for me. Gotta get this bread, gotta get my shit up. You feel what I'm saying? It's your boy VicDamoane. I'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces.